Hi friends, let's have a look at this short case scenario where there is a young female who presented to you with complaints of multiple episodes of bloody diarrhea along with passage of mucus. She is also complaining of severe urgency and cramps into her abdomen. For these complaints, she was given some antiprotozoal like metronidazole and also some antibiotics, but it was of no use. So now the patient has come to your clinic. And when you examine this patient's abdomen overall is okay, she is vitally stable, and while you do the proctoscopy examination, you find the rectum to be inflamed. So you take the patient for colonoscopic examination, and on the colonoscopic examination, what we find is that the rectum is inflamed, and at the same time, mucosa and the submucosa of the descending colon seems to be inflamed. So we take a superficial biopsy which shows that the mucosa and the submucosa is inflamed with no involvement of the deeper structures like muscle. We also find some crypt abscess. The crypt of lubricants are filled with the neutrophils. So what is the most likely diagnosis? So friends, we are dealing here with a very common condition known as the ulcerative colitis. As the name suggests, ulcerative colitis, it is inflammation of the colon, but the ulcers are usually not found. It is usually the superficial inflammation of the mucosa and the submucosa. The muscle layers are not involved alone. The most characteristic feature of the ulcerative colitis is rectum is always involved. So proctitis will always be found in all the patients, and as the disease severity increases, it may involve the descending colon, it may involve the transverse colon, and it may involve whole of the colon, giving rise to a term known as pancolitis. In the long run, patient has got a very high chance of development of cancer of the colon, usually occurring after about 10 years of this attack of the ulcerative colitis. In between, the patient goes into exacerbation and the remission phase. So how we are going to manage these patients? The management is usually we start the management with the drugs, and most common drug being used are aminosalicylates in the form of 5-aminosalicylic acid or mesalamine. Most of the patients goes into remission with the help of these drugs. In those patients who are very severe, not responding to aminosalicylates, we give the patients corticosteroids. Corticosteroids are usually given in the oral form, and after 7 to 14 days, once the remission phase is achieved, the patient is being tapered off the corticosteroids. Some other drugs are also being used with mixed results like azathioprine, methotrexate, tacrolimus, or cyclosporin, and even tumor necrosis factor alpha are also being used at some of the places. So when is surgery done in the patient of ulcerative colitis? Usually the ulcerative colitis patients are being managed conservatively. In those patients who have intractable disease, that is not responding to the drugs, in those patients who are massive colonic bleeding, in those patients who are having suspicion of colonic malignancy or severe dysplasia, in those patients, the surgery is being offered. So what surgery is being done in these patients? Surgery being done in these patients is removal of the whole of the colon and whole of the rectum. So the name of the surgery is total proctocolectomy. And the anastomosis is being done by the remaining part of the ileum and the anal canal. Now, to give a shape of rectum, the ileum is converted into a pouch-like structure. So the total full name of the surgery will be total proctocolectomy with ileal pouch anal anastomosis. This pouch is made so that it functions as a reservoir emergency surgery. In some patients who are sick, who are presenting with a complication known as toxic megacolon, in these patients, total proctocolectomy with anastomosis cannot be done in one sitting. So in those patients who are sick, and in those patients in whom in one sitting you cannot make the pouch anastomosis, what is being done is total proctocolectomy with end ileostomy. And later on, when the patient general condition improves, then again laparotomy is being done, and the ileal pouch and anastomosis is being done. When to do the surveillance colonoscopy? As these patients have a major risk of the colon cancer, so surveillance colonoscopy is done in these patients. The chances of colon cancer are more when patient is having pancolitis, while the chances of cancer is less when somebody has got only the left-sided colitis. If somebody has got pancolitis, surveillance colonoscopy is done usually after 8 years of the start of the disease, and it is done every 1 to 2 years. And in those patients who are having only the left-sided lesion, the chances of cancer are less. In those patients, the colonoscopy is done after about 15 years of the start of the disease, and again done every 1 to 2 years. And so this is all in short about ulcerative colitis. Thank you.